Today we are continuing the PC installation. Today I want to install a few applications. I just made a purchase for Bitdefender Antivirus Plus. So far I've always used free antivirus software on my Windows systems and on Android, and that kind of works, but it's not as good as you actually want an antivirus program to be. And at my work we use Bitdefender, and I really like Bitdefender. I thought, well, let's see how much personal version of Bitdefender costs. And yeah, the deal right now, it's 24.98 euros for 1 year. Of course, next year that price will be double. But I think that's a good deal for 3 devices maximum. So I will install it on my new PC, and I will install it on my HP Omen laptop. And I just checked, I can also install it on my Android phone. So that means that I will have that protection on my main 3 devices. Yeah, I also have a Linux PC, my old PC upstairs. But for Linux you don't need that much protection. Yes, also on Linux nowadays it can get infected. But the chance that will happen, especially for someone like me, that chance is extremely low. And this version is not supported on Linux anyway. But there's also ClamAV. I'm pretty sure I have that one installed on my Linux box. But yeah, I can't say that by 100% certainty. Anyway, so today I will be installing a few programs. So I start with Bitdefender, and then we'll see what else I will install. Of course, the most essential programs I already want to install today, and the rest, well, probably another day. Not everything needs to be done in one single day, of course. So let's begin. Yeah, I have no program yet installed that can capture the display of the new PC. So that is why we will use my camera to record what I am doing. So the first program that I want to install is actually Google Chrome, and maybe there are other web browsers that I will install later on. But to start with, I think Chrome is good. But yeah. Because Chrome is currently the browser that I use the most. I use a lot of you can use different profiles, which is helpful for me. And I know that there are more secure browsers that I maybe should use instead. And let's not log in right now. And I actually want to change it into English. It's my preferred language. Okay. In the meantime, I have sent myself through the Bitdefender Central download link for Bitdefender, which I am now downloading. Let's do this one. Okay. And I guess I have to click this link. There we go. Showing folder. And now we can install Bitdefender. Yes. Yeah, if I would be a business, I would check the agreements and privacy policy. I would review it, and I would actually use ChatGPT to help me review what is inside these agreements and privacy policy. But for a personal level, I don't think that is really necessary, at least not for these kind of tools. But maybe for a fake AI tool, maybe that would be a good idea to check these kind of agreements to see what you're actually signing up for. But yeah, Bitdefender I trust. Now this installation can take some time. Now we are going to prepare Bitdefender and it's installing again. Yeah, still, well, I guess the first part was downloading. Now it's doing the actual installation. And when the installation is done, we will do an initial scan, which is good for the baseline. But it will be strange if there's already an infection, of course. Now, in general, I actually do not want all these shortcuts on my desktop. Having many shortcuts on your desktop, that can distract you. And before I really start using this PC, I will remove all shortcuts. Of course, the recycle bin will stay, and probably you can also not hide this icon. Okay, let's start with an assessment. Maybe I have to move this down a little bit. Hopefully that's possible. Nee, ja, possible. So, okay. It's analyzing the device. It was scanned for threats and attack traces. Now, since this is a clean system, do not expect that it finds anything. But you never know. And it is done with the scan. As expected, no threats detected and no attack traces were detected. And yeah, there were not that many items to scan for. So this is all good. and we will start using the Bitdefender. And it's likely here. This is the application. Well, I guess it's this one, of course. Yeah, I can install it on 3 devices. Well, I don't need to do that. So there is a quick scan, system scan, vulnerability scan, VPN. I'm not sure whether I want to use that, to be honest, but okay, it's there. Safe pay, ransomware remediation recommendation. Might be a good idea to enable that. Then under protection, we have antivirus, advanced threat defense, online threat prevention, vulnerability, and yeah, the ransomware remediation, which by default is not enabled. I guess there's a reason for that. Privacy, safe pay. Safe pay is a secure environment for sensitive transaction and online banking. Okay. VPN, anti-tracker. Yeah, that could be helpful. Guess this is about the tracking cookies. Utilities, profiles, data protection, notifications. Well, yeah, this one was of course completed successfully. And then we have settings. Yeah, looks good. Yeah, maybe I will enable this one. I will see. Now I can minimize it. So yeah, we have, well, of course we have the NVIDIA settings, and yeah, some of the default applications, Microsoft Copilot, MSI Center. Yeah, that's that I installed together with all the driver updates. And the security gives some recommendations. Well, I will look into that later. What is this one? Okay, the Bitdefender VPN, which is right now disconnected. Okay, this was the video in which I installed Chrome and Bitdefender. I'm sorry about the constant refocusing that the camera did while I was installing Chrome and Bitdefender. And that is something that of course won't happen if you would record from your screen. So the next thing, not for now, the next thing would be to install a video recording tool for recording the screen, like Camtasia Studio. That is what I usually use on my laptop, and if I'm not mistaken, you are allowed to install it on 2 devices. That would mean for me my PC and my laptop, so that would be great. So next time I record something, yeah, it will use, so it's a tool, so we do not need to use my Sony video camera for that, which will be better. And yeah, this was the video, and I hope you liked this episode, and I also would find it great if you give me a thumbs up, and if you're not yet subscribed, you can subscribe. It all helps with the YouTube algorithm, and I then hope to see you next time on Aris Questlog.